My neighbor reported my garage for being non-compliant to get it torn down, so I followed the code and built a 20-foot wall that deleted his ocean view. The city code enforcement officer, a guy named Rick, who looked like he'd rather be wrestling a bear than holding a clipboard, sighed heavily as he slapped the red violation sticker on my garage door. Standing 10 feet away on his sprawling redwood deck was my neighbor, Ken. He was swirling a glass of Chardonnay, wearing a polo shirt tucked into khaki shorts, grinning like he had just checkmated a grandmaster. "It's nothing personal, David," Ken called out, his voice dripping with faux sympathy. "But rules are rules. That flat roof of yours, it's an eyesore. And technically, it's 6 inches over the easement line. I'm just trying to protect the neighborhood aesthetic and my view of the bay, of course. You reported my garage because it blocks 2% of your view, Ken?" I asked, peeling the corner of the sticker. "It's been here since 1970. It's grandfathered in." "Not anymore," Ken chirped, taking a sip. "I checked the bylaws. Once you replaced the shingles last month, you triggered a major renovation. That means you have to bring the whole structure up to current 2024 code. And current code says you can't have a flat roof in a coastal heritage zone. You'll have to tear it down. Maybe put in a nice flat garden? Something low to the ground? You want me to demolish my garage so you can see the marina?" I asked, feeling the cold, jagged edge of petty rage slide into place. "I want you to be compliant," Ken corrected, winking. "I'm sure you'll do the right thing." "Oh, I will," I promised. "I'm going to follow the code to the letter." I didn't tear it down. I hired an architect, a very expensive, very spiteful architect named Silas. "Silas," I said, laying the violation notice on his desk. "Ken wants compliance. Specifically, he cited Municipal Code 14B regarding coastal heritage roof pitches." Silas adjusted his glasses and pulled up the city statutes. He read for a moment, then a slow, evil smile spread across his face. "Did Ken read the entire statute?" Silas asked. "I doubt it," I said. "He stopped reading once he found the part that let him find me." That's when the real bombshell dropped. "Well," Silas chuckled, turning his monitor toward me. "He is right. Flat roofs are banned. But to maintain the Victorian coastal aesthetic he loves so much, the code mandates a minimum roof pitch of 1212. That's a 45-degree angle. And since your garage footprint is 20 feet wide, to achieve that pitch," he did some quick math, "the peak of the new roof will have to be 18 feet higher than the current one. It won't just block his view of the marina. It will block the sun. It'll block the moon. It'll block his will to live." "Draw it up," I said, "and add a weather vane. A big one." Construction started 3 weeks later. Ken was on his deck, watching the crew frame the new walls. He looked confused. "Hey!" Ken shouted down, spilling his wine. "What are you doing? I told you to tear it down. I am abiding by the code, Ken," I yelled back, holding up the approved city permit. "Violation 14B. I have to install a pitched roof. Historic preservation. But it's too high," he shrieked as the carpenters raised the first rafter, which effectively eclipsed his entire living room window. "You're blocking the water." "I'm enhancing the aesthetic," I replied, pointing to the plans. "It's going to be beautiful. A real architectural marvel. I'm thinking of painting it Spide House gray." "Stop," he screamed, running to the fence. "I withdraw the complaint. Keep the flat roof. I don't care anymore. I can't," I shouted over the sound of nail guns. "The permit is pulled. The city inspector is coming on Tuesday. If I stop now, I'll be non-compliant. You wouldn't want me to break the rules, would you, Ken?" He watched in horror as the structure rose. By Friday, his million-dollar view of the Pacific Ocean was replaced by a view of my asphalt shingles and a copper rooster weather vane spinning mockingly in the wind. He sued me, of course, he argued. "View obstruction." The judge threw it out in 5 minutes. "Mr. Ken," the judge said, holding back a laugh, "you reported the defendant to force a code upgrade. He upgraded. You cannot sue someone for complying with the law you invoke." Case dismissed. Ken put his house on the market 2 months later. The listing had to specify partial view, which in real estate terms meant no view. He lost about $200,000 on the sale price. I waved at him from my new, cavernous attic storage space as he loaded the moving truck. Am I the bad guy for blocking out the sun? Or did Ken cast the shadow on himself when he demanded I follow the rules?